Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Under YouTube Pro, let's roll.
All right. Good evening, I think, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American, and YouTube Ronin. And I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of the Mystery Movie Night podcast. Right before I went on, YouTube informed me that I wasn't on the air. So I had to do some kung fu backstage. Hopefully I am on and that everyone can see and hear me okay. All right. Welcome to the Mystery Movie Night podcast. I am your host, Deleted Scenes, and waiting patiently backstage are my co-hosts for this evening. Let's bring them on. The most violent woman on YouTube. She has a staple remover. She is not afraid to use it. You know her, you love her, you cannot live without her. The reason why I know you're really here since Corner.
Just imagine using it John Wick style. He'd find a way, wouldn't he?
He would. I ran out of pencils.
There you go.
All right.
Or library books.
Indeed. The man who shanghaied himself into this broadcast, Enigma Severus.
I have my Severus wand too. So.
Oh my gosh! Look at you.
There you go. The wand. Why didn't you take his wand? Okay.
You gave it.
All right. And the man is probably wondering how the hell he got talked into doing this show. He doesn't need us. He doesn't need this dog and pony show. What the hell? He has his own channel. It's great. Check it out. Kyle Corwith.
What a nice introduction. Yeah. Thanks.
Like you're too good for us, Kyle. What are you doing
now people think I'm a stuck-up asshole.
No.
That's not the first time.
Most
never from us.
I have that job.
Well, based on my recent video that I released, and Sin, you just mentioned it backstage, is being ratioed halfway, and we don't know why.
Yeah, it's so weird because you were complimentary to the movie.
Yes, I was. It was about Obsession, and I recommended it. I said it's one of the best of the year. It seems, but
you
still people.
I think it's because you dared to mention the issues with Nikki's character too.
You know what? Now that I actually, good point, because I looked at the demographics of the video, and it was majority female.
Oh. Then you got told you guy that this was talking about against or something like that. Like you're exactly that type of guy complaining about Bear.
I thought it was a dude though.
It did look like a dude.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, you can't always tell by the username.
Yeah, sure.
So. Yeah.
Well, it's available, everyone, to check out and to hate on if you'd like. It's already been hate on pretty well so far.
I need to check and see how ours wound up. And speaking of reviewing Obsession, thank you to everyone who watched the video that I did with Sin and Enigma. It's now the most watched video in history of my channel. So,
really? Wow.
Yeah, it blew up like a mother effer.
And just imagine what could was on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? He could have really elevated it.
Who? What? Is this still? Stop.
All right.
Hi.
I do want to quickly say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the live chat. Faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Cleary.
Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Is that the deleted guy? I don't know. Wrenches, watch out for this deleted guy. He looks like trouble. Someone who is
that looks like 007 without the double. It's just like 07.
Yeah.
It's just like a salute.
It's a salute.
I had to look it up to figure out what the hell it was, too.
Like
I
I once did, and then I completely forgot what it meant.
Well, someone who is definitely welcome here on the channel, who is not trouble at all, Megan the Texan.
Hey, Megan.
You don't know her like I do.
All right. Let's see. Scrolling down. Proctophile.
Hey, Procto.
Thank you. And Megan with, I love how Sin is denying the allegations of using office supplies as weapons. You don't know this woman. You don't know what she.
They're my office supplies. That's what matters.
She constantly threatens me. She threatened me with a thermos one time, and
my bobber threw it right at you.
Yeah.
See,
and she uses the phrase, "Listen, Linda." You know,
I love that phrase.
You know, you could have threatened her with, or rather, Sin, you could have. Yeah, the way you premise this is so deleted. You say she's going to threaten you with something. Yeah, you could have said as a hint to what we're about to talk about, a sledgehammer.
Oh, yes,
that's true.
Sledgehammer. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the sledgehammer and well, pretty much anything that's around. All right. Well, let's get to it. Last night's mystery movie was the Indonesian action film The Furious.
And the inside source's hint was that he never dropped a hint, thereby making everyone furious.
Yes.
So that's how people kind of figured it out.
What would be funny is if next week he doesn't drop a hint and then everybody's confused and
we're like, oh my gosh, they found him out.
Yeah. It was like it just worked out.
All right. So this is basically Taken meets the Raid with some of the same people. And basically a father.
Squirrely little guy, yeah.
His daughter is kidnapped, and he has to wade through this criminal underworld in order to track her down. And along the way, he meets a fella whose wife has also been kidnapped, and she was a journalist who was looking into this trafficking ring. And we're off and running from there. And we don't stop running. In fact, there's a lot of running. There's a hell of a
ridiculous running in the first
How did
part
he
of the
not
movie.
die? Yes.
Oh, yeah, that?
He's Tom Cruise, this guy.
Run? Yeah.
No, but it felt very robotic.
I was tired.
I'm kind of rushing into it, but I'm just going to say, yeah, the first action sequence startup of him running after the truck that's kidnapping his daughter, it's very robotic the way that he moves and almost comedic. Like it's not even proficient in, it's not efficient running because he's like slapping. I know he has flip-flops on, but he's digging his feet into the ground and hitting it so hard it doesn't seem like he would, no way, even in general, be able to keep up with a
And he
truck.
sped up too, showing him speeding up and catching up to the truck like he was the Bionic Man or something. And at one point, even in bare feet, he was still able to run like that over glass.
Yeah, this doesn't spoil it. It's actually at the very beginning of it, and I agree. It took a number of liberties, but the daughter references his head injury. I honestly thought it was going to make more of a play in the film.
It never didn't have anything to do. I put that in my notes too. It never shows up as anything.
I think that's what slows him up at the end a bit during that little final bit where they're outside. near the
Well, I
bike
mean, he'd
racks.
only been having the shit beat out of him for pretty much the whole movie. So,
Well, true.
I mean, gosh, I guess at some point he should slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any kind of handicap or weakness that's set up becomes completely irrelevant and moot once you realize the extent in which this movie gets into unrealistic territory.
Yeah. But it was awesome.
Like anime territory shit.
But the choreography was still like, oh my word.
Some of it, but I gotta say, in the third act, I was literally doing this in the theater.
Like,
like get
this
on
is
with
going
it.
on and on and on, the same shit that we've already seen.
I did not like this movie. I
didn't think you would.
Yeah,
No.
I was bored from the opening scene with that chick taking on all those people. I was like, oh God, here we go. And it just never got better from there. I was bored. I thought about leaving. I didn't care. The action scenes were boring to me. The choreography, some of it was kind of interesting the way it was done. And I was thinking, wow, I really hope they didn't hurt themselves too badly filming this. But I couldn't wait for this doggone movie to be over. Yeah, I was just like, no, thank you. Nope. Not my cup of tea. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Lord have mercy. There was so much wrong. The whole scene with the bed sheets and getting out of the building and setting it up so that one kid was holding the sheet around the pole. Why didn't they just tie it to the pole?
Or he just it
or
actually
the
makes
window
it
frame.
easier. It makes it easier if he actually wrapped himself more around, like twice or three times. It actually makes it easier.
Yeah, but they should have just tied it to the pole. That whole thing
Possibly
was
tie
stupid.
it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It's a thicker fabric. I think it was a blanket mixed with sheets.
Yeah, but they managed to tie them all together just fine. But there was, those window frames. They could have tied it around that.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole thing was just, oh God. Yeah, there was so much wrong with the writing in here, you guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. I wanted to like it, and I hated it.
Yeah, we should like it. I mean, there's a lot to root for because this is essentially The Raid meets Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, someone mentioned, one of you guys mentioned that in the chat.
And I liked the aspects that they celebrated in terms of a father protecting his child and a husband trying to protect his wife.
Yeah.
And it got me, like when they first when they reunited at the end in the third act, it moved me a little bit. But I think it would have moved me a hell of a lot more had the writing been better and the characterization of this main character. I can't remember his name. You'd have to read it off for me. Played by the guy who's in the poster. He's doing the kick. He's doing the high kick there. He's a mute in the film, and you're gonna have to help me out with that. Why is he mute?
They don't say.
Because
I always assumed that it was the head injury that might have done it.
Don't know. Could
Because
be.
the thing is, you don't, and his character's named Wang. You find out towards the end because he's this very mysterious character that you don't know kind of really anything about. We know he's a mute. We know he has some kind of past that is. I narrowed it down just by the fact that I've seen so many movies like this. Either he's obviously some kind of special forces, Chinese special forces, or scary version, he's just a guy.
They kind of allude it makes you feel like he's got a past, some sort of militaristic past or something. But then again,
never really
the husband of the reporter lady seemed about as proficient as he was in fighting. So, and he just seemed like a regular guy who was, it's just like everybody could fight. Yeah. Everybody was doing kung fu fighting. Let me tell you, everybody.
In my experience with Asian films, everybo's able to do martial arts.
Yeah.
So it's like it's automatic in upbringing. I don't know if that's a fact, but with Jet Li movies, Jackie Chan films, every Asian person is able to do some martial arts, even if they're even if they're a woman who works in an office as a secretary, she just magically she knows.
Yeah.
So we have a reporter at the start of this who kind of looks like a dude, Why did they get? She's supposed to be a wife, but she ends up looking like she's short hair.
Yeah, I thought she was
looks
a
like
guy at
dude.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Why'd they
doesn't
do
look-
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Stupid.
for me, three things. I think culturally plays a good bit, as you were talking about anime style. I think culturally, a lot of audiences that they've made the film for enjoy that method of production. So it could hold some bearing in that regard. The muteness, I know, I'm pretty sure it's Proctophile that was doing his video, and they said that, or he said that the guy did not speak English all that well. So in order to avoid any of those issues, they just made him a mute. Now, did they put it well into the story? No. They didn't really explain it greatly. But that leads into the other thing of, I think that he had some sort of espionage or spy things that he was disavowed from the military, because the daughter was like, well, why can't you come home? Who are you really? And I think he's more of a Jason Statham shelter type thing, where he was disavowed. He was basically put into, what do you call it? He was put into basically out in the boondocks, or basically you leave your country, and he's having to fend for himself. And so he's basically just living out his life. And so, so I think all of that, that's how they built it. But no, they didn't do too much with the building that into the story too well.
Why was he sending the daughter to China?
Because that's where his wife lives, and everything.
Or the mother. There's no indication that they're still together.
These are little breadcrumbs that really remained a mystery, even up until I'm gonna spoil. Can I spoil it? Can we just get into it? Can we get into it?
All right. All right, guys. If you don't
want to,
there's nothing lost in this.
Don't feel obligated.
All right.
But I know that you're strapped for time, because you got to be out of here at.
Well, I do. You guys can.
7:30.
I have to be out at he has to be done. Usually we set the alarm for him like 8:15, but I'm dipping early. But you guys will probably, you can continue the conversation. Enigma and Deleted really enjoyed it. I feel like I did not at all.
With it. Yeah.
Oh, I was just hoping it'd be better. You were getting ready to say something, Kyle.
Well, the end with the supposed payoff of his daughter asks, will you tell me the story now? Will you tell me that story? And the story is how the wife and the husband met. Her parents met.
About that.
It was the last line of the movie.
Okay.
So that's when he started. Actually, this was when he started fucking talking, actually. So that
Well, he started signing.
Signing. Yeah, he never spoke.
Okay. I thought that was at the very end. Okay, never mind.
I don't even remember the end.
That could have been a thing. They could have fucking done that.
It could have been cool.
That would have been more powerful, but they needed to set that up more. I don't recall that being a constant thing she was asking him for. It may have been, but it wasn't emphasized enough.
It makes you wonder if there was some stuff that was, left on the cutting room floor.
I do like the fact that he was unwilling to wait. Just like, Liam Neeson with his is, we don't have time. There is no time to wait this out. We have to go now, because it's right now that everything's there. So I did enjoy that regard of it, because he was like, let's just wait it out. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. You go around here. I'm going to go around here. And then when they get inside there, they're both hiding and, trying not to get shot. And he goes, found them. It's like, yeah, you did, didn't you? So, but yeah, I still enjoyed it.
I get angry when people suffer these wounds that really should kill them, and yet they're able to get right back up. And like the one guy that got hit in the stomach with a sledgehammer, and he's spitting up blood, and he just walked it off like it was not. I mean, that kind of stuff. I just can't. I just do not like when movies do that. And let me clarify, movies that are taking themselves seriously, which this one did. So yeah, it annoys the absolute hell out of me.
Or
It has the aesthetic and appearance and cinematography. The set design looks very gritty and realistic, yet the style and the way they treat the violence is very cartoonish to some degrees, like anime.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and that bothered
for
me.
Sure. For sure.
Well, the one guy who miraculously from that head wound, your head is splitting open, dude. There is no way you're getting up.
Yeah, I know. There were so many, like pretty much all of them were like that.
Yeah.
The big brute that got hit in the head with the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And then in the third act, he just at night
there he is again.
wakes up, and I don't know if this happened in the audience with you. A lot of the audience just started laughing.
Yeah, so did ours.
His torso raised up from the ground like he was Michael Myers.
Yeah,
they laughed, but it was from appreciation, not ridicule. And I was just over there like, oh, God, of course. My audience loved it. They thought it was
had the one
great.
Clip, and this is where you see it as anime. Is they had the scene of all 5 guys matching up against each other. That's when we all started laughing, because we were just like, you have all of them battling each other. The one brute guy, he's fighting all of them. It's just like, well, what point do you know who killed your boss? You know who did that. Why are
you wasting your time with these other people who are also fighting this guy you're trying to kill? Yeah, that was.
I was like, why are you doing that? You're just going up against everybody for no reason. And so,
well, just for the cinema of it, the action of it. Yeah. And then the audience just acting so startled and grieved when the deal with the pregnant wife happened. I was like, I don't care. I kind of could tell something terrible was going to happen anyway, so it didn't surprise me at all.
I didn't see that coming.
The one office.
I didn't see that specifically coming, but I had a feeling something was going to happen with the wife when he went off on those people in that room.
Yeah.
So,
well, since we're in spoilers, we can say it. So the bad guy of the movie, he offs all the higher ups, and he's stabbing people as they're coming into the room to stop him from annihilating them. And then his wife, who's been set up to be pregnant, he stabs someone from behind, and it turns out that it's her, and he stabs her in the stomach. In the theater, a lot of people gasped.
Yes,
and I was so tempted, because I realized, what does that implication mean that this audience did that? I don't think it would have been as much as they did, as loudly, if that wife wasn't pregnant. And so I was one step away from calling out to the audience, yeah, because he killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Right.
I live in Austin, by the way, so it's liberal, and it's just I was so tempted to say that. For anyone who didn't realize, that's 2 people that he just killed.
And on top of it,
when a pregnant woman is killed, they do bring up multiple charges often against the killer.
The child's name was Future, which is very poignant considering that's exactly what his was.
Yeah.
I was like, yep. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it was an effective moment. It did degrade the intelligence of the bad guy, because what is his strategy? He's going to kill his wife's father, not intending on killing his wife. If she hadn't walked into the room, she would still be alive. But he was expecting to still be married to this woman if he killed her father and the higher-ups and all this stuff. And I believe he also killed like a woman who came into the room as well. So those kinds of actions, when a character who's especially the main antagonist, he does something that doesn't benefit him, it's supposed to make him look really ruthless, but it only makes him look stupid.
It was
like a wild dog. And it's just okay, the wild dog trope, you leave that for a henchman. You don't do that for a main antagonist.
And then he immediately goes and blames the others about it, like it's your fault. It's just like, you're the one who's doing this.
Well, I mean, obviously, but that was just such a It just made him not a
Well,
well-written
that's the
character.
thing, is he's one of those guys. No, the idea is that he's the guy who's going to blame everybody but himself. It's not my fault. It's the fault of my henchman. It's not my fault the police captain fucked up. It's not my fault you're the problem. You know, oh, I killed my wife. That I had to do that because you fucked with my affairs.
Or
That's
you
this
caused me to
guy's
do that. Yeah, I
thing.
know. It was too on the nose.
You
and just,
caused me to do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I got that that's what they were going for, but it just didn't. It wasn't effective to me. It just made him seem very goofy and not of a compelling.
He believes his own
baddie.
press. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it becomes cartoonish when he clearly was the only one responsible for the death of his unborn child and the wife, and then later on he says, "Yo, you killed my. I was going to be a father. It's your fault."
See what it feels like to lose your child or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what I was amazed by is they went on and they're trying to run out of the police station. They get trapped. The two kids are able to escape. Great. They're able to escape.
No, they
we
don't.
go on a fight scene for 20 to 30 minutes. And it's phenomenal choreography. I really enjoyed the choreography. But then the two kids are still there. It's like,
Exactly. That's what I mean. No, they didn't. They fucking stood around in a hallway.
Just looking.
You know? Yeah. They could
I'm
have
telling
left.
you, the writing, it was so many contrivances. Like I've mentioned, conveniences and contrivances.
but I still enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did. I wish I had, but I
really argue some of the things are cultural. I really think that. But granted, they could have done better. Granted, but I still enjoyed it. I mean,
well, I feel the same way about John Wick 3 and 4. So it's nothing really specific as far as how I feel about it. It's nothing exclusive to this type of movie because we have plenty here that do that. And yeah, John Wick 3 and 4 lost me. I hate those two movies. Can't stand them for the exact same reason. Why this one just didn't land for me.
Yeah, 1 and 2 were amazing. Number 1 was
I like those.
Number 2 was a great sequel. I really put John Wick 3 and Ballerina on the same level. And then John Wick 4, it's like, dude, like, I mean,
how many times can you fall off a building and just walk away?
One
Okay.
special forces guy reacted to it. And he's legit. This guy, the program said he went through, but when he saw Wick fall onto the van, he goes, "Yeah, you're effed up.
Yeah.
You're not getting all that."
He would have been in the third movie too. He fell off a building in the third movie. Okay, get out.
Well, you're forgetting the, 20 flights of stairs that he falls down in chapter 4.
in the fourth one. Yeah, and it was so obvious he was making himself roll. Oh my gosh. I was so
You
pissed
only
at that
would for
movie.
someone to go down 20 flights of stairs in one shot.
Especially because they had
It was
landing.
hilarious.
They had, like,
when
a
I was
landing area.
when I was in the theater with Megan watching that, and I'm looking at this shot following him down the stairs as he tumbles, doesn't stop himself. Just is this supposed to be comedic? Because it's not dramatic.
Yeah,
Because it's not realistic. A reasonable person would stop themselves. There's nothing.
Very stupid.
There's no force that's pushing him down. If there were people, there were henchmen guys that were like kept pushing him as he was trying to get up, maybe. But no, he had the freedom to get up, and he just kept rolling down those stone steps.
Especially since weren't there areas where there was like a landing before there were more steps, and then
it would be divided by those landings. Yeah. That moment would be a clip if I might do like a video for each year, like most unintended comedic moment in a movie, and I have a couple from different years. That would be whichever year that came out. That would be the one. In John Wick Chapter 4.
He did become a slinky, Megan. Yeah, that's basically.
It's like
I do want to say hello to real quick to Box Office Brawler.
Box office.
Right on. Good to see you.
What's up,
All right.
Jackson?
Yes, let me know if I'm actually on the air on my channel right now, because that's something of a question.
Surely you
Okay.
are. If they're talking in your chat, they can see us.
Yeah.
I think you are.
Jackson,
Okay, good.
do you like kung fu movies?
You'd love this one.
Because everyone in this one was kung fu fighting.
That's what I was saying. They were all kung fu fighting.
Well, I could understand a girl because he is training her, at least to some extent. So I can understand that. She's not going to be able to take anybody out that's not her size.
Thankfully, they didn't do that.
I know. I was worried that they would.
Yeah.
I was worried for a minute. It's like, oh, they're going to have her. Well, here's the thing that's the difference. If this was an American film, she would be bodying guys 3 times her size with one punch.
Yeah.
Indonesia doesn't
more recent.
do that crap.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't see her. We didn't see Maggie Grayson Taken doing any shit. She was too drugged up anyway, which made it more realistic. It was more dire in Taken and felt more threatening and dramatic. This is more cartoonish, as I keep saying.
Yeah,
but it still didn't take away from the moments that actually were effective. Say, which with the daughter, she's got some smarts. She undoes an outlet's cover. It's stupid at a moment where she tries to use it to cut metal bars. That was absolutely retarded.
I was like, oh,
yeah. So when a henchman comes in and tries to stop her from doing something or take something away from her, she improvises, takes that piece of metal and cuts him up. Mm-hmm. That was good. Yeah. I really liked that. It made me like her even more as a character and, wanted to root for her. And she was smart, except for that moment with the fucking bars. That was absolutely retarded.
Yeah, that was not. I started off not liking her very much. She was kind of bratty in the beginning, the way she stomped off out of the hair shop. And I was like, you little shit.
Well, they got to get her outside somehow.
Exactly, but see, that's the thing. Like the way things were written, were manufactured to get to a certain point, and it just it didn't work for me.
But it comes to my mind though, kind of unrelated, is going back to Obsession for a minute. There's a video that Curry and Cooper do, where Curry's got Cooper hostage. He said, "We're going to kill your family." He says, well, go ahead. My wife's sleeping around. My daughter stomps off, walks out the door. She hates me. Go ahead. It's like, we are going to do it. No, fine. Because the idea is that you do have to get the kid outside. And my battery's about to run out because my computer is shit. So, yeah.
What does that mean for the stream?
Are there contrivances in this movie?
Don't
know. Are you plugging
what does that mean
charger
for the stream
in?
Is I need to make this quick.
You might not be able to hear.
Yeah. So what are the are there contrivances in this movie? Sure. Are they expected? Yeah. I mean, I expect a certain number of cliches in a movie like this. I went into this going, okay, I know what I'm walking into. And I pretty much got the movie I was expecting. Right or wrong, good or bad. And the matter is that was it entertaining enough for me to recommend it or not? And I enjoyed it. I was entertained. I knew what I was getting into. Is it over the top? Yes. Is it realistic? Hell no. But it's not intended to be. I think movies like this are, to use Kyle's phrase, cartoonish, kind of on purpose. When you see a John Woo movie or a Ringo Lam movie, you know what you're going to get. You watch a Jackie Chan movie, you know what you're going to get. And when you're told, okay, it's Taken meets The Raid with the freaking guy from The Raid, okay. And
which one was the guy from The Raid?
That's what I was expecting. That's what I got.
You talking about the little?
There's a couple of them.
The Arrow guys.
I knew the Arrow guy was. I recognized him. I don't.
And he was
I
in
don't-
John Wick 3 as well.
And
Ah.
Cho Taslim is in The Raid as well. And yeah. And was in was he in
the husband of the
was
woman.
Mad Dog in Trouble? I always call him Matt. Yes. He was in The Raid as well.
He was one
And
of the
he was
fellow
in
soldiers, right?
Mortal Kombat from a few years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, you know, we've seen this before where, you know, Southeast Asian films usually do these over the top things as a normal thing. Again, I'm not saying this is the same production company or anything, but let's look at Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. We know that one. We also know the Jet Li's Hero, same thing. And a lot of people are critically acclaiming Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as one of the, you know, top films that has been, because you have Chow Yun Fat and you have a few others, and it's just like they do the same stuff. They do the unrealistic type stuff, but this is based on mythology and things like that. Great. Same point though. It's under the same vein. I mean, yeah, here in this one, sure, you have a lot of unreal. There's no way. I honestly thought that Igor dude was going to stay down after he got hit with that. I mean, they broke that sledgehammer over his head, and there's no way you're getting up from that. There's no way. No. But you know, you're coming and you're gonna try and fight everybody. Okay, it's like, yeah, we're in ridiculous. I get it. I still enjoyed it. The choreography and the fight scenes in and of themselves, I was like, it's just phenomenal how they did this.
Yeah, they put the work in for sure. I think the difference though with this movie and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Hero, which by the way, Hero I think is a better film.
Oh yeah,
than Crouching Tiger. The difference there is those movies have a fantastical nature, almost a fairy tale aspect to them. Yeah, this is trying to be a gritty crime action film in terms of its aesthetic and its script. But in the midst of it, it has those outlandish moments that break away from those aesthetic rules that it's showing you.
Yeah, and yeah, I think culturally, I think the background to it, I think that audiences in the culture enjoy that. And so, I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't the slightest idea. I never grown up in their culture. So, I mean, what do I know? But yeah, I still enjoyed it.
Proctophile's in the chat, and he is a fan of anime. I wonder if he would like it. And he may know an answer to that question of wondering the cultural difference of that aesthetic and kind of the clashing of that. So a movie that's supposed to look realistic but is played out in a fantastical heightened way.
Sasha even said, you know, correct, Southeast Asian cinema is generally made to be unrealistic unless it's drama. And so there are a few ones that I really loved. What is that one film that I did the video on? Something of the Dead. Deleted. You said you loved it.
I didn't. Well, I didn't see it. I know what movie that you mean. It's one of those that I haven't watched that I haven't seen it. Man from No. Yeah, the guy from The Man from Nowhere is in it. Yeah,
I think it's Waking.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Yep. That's it. No tears for the dead.
Did Sin have to go like right away? That
Sin
was her
had
outro.
To go. Yeah. Sorry.
Sin say goodbye.
Yeah, she lost her mic right at the end there. She was about to see us out. So
a moment of silence for Sin. Thank you, Sin. Right, he's gonna pour his Starbucks. Well, I got a real drink here that I can pour, but I'm not going to. It's bourbon. I can't waste that. Love you, Sin. We'll see you later.
Yeah, Sin had to go, folks. Sorry about that. She lost her mic right at the end there, and I was gonna let her. Of course, guys, sub to her channel. Do all the clicky algorithmic things that YouTube likes. So
yeah, for everyone and anyone who is new to YouTube or seeing Sin, she is YouTube's mama bear.
Yeah,
as I call her.
She makes sure everybody stays on point.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. I do want to say hello real quick to a couple of people who've joined us here in the live chat. Nate, Geek Flag with Nate Knows. Good to see you, sir. Channel member. And of course, Sashi says Joe Taslim was Sub-Zero. Yeah, in the 2021 Mortal Kombat.
Look at Sashi's thing about except that one Malaysian movie. he said they had the dude to say freeze and they still shot him. He said that's realistic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's realistic in lots of different places. In fact, you can also be the victim and get handcuffed, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Metropolitan Police. Anyway, yeah. So that was my political rant for the show. Thank you very much. We're moving on now. Okay. Right. So anybody have anything else?
No, that's it. Let's we're done. Let's go. Let's stop. No, it's over. Let's stop. No. What else? Okay. I think that here's the thing. I think one of the best action films of the last decade easily is Mission Impossible Fallout. That bathroom fight scene.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When I was watching this film, The Furious, I thought about that action sequence in the bathroom, and it's involving only 3 guys. But the way that it's not only just the choreography, but it's also the acting. You really, it's emphasizing the character reactions in it. And the thing about the Furious action sequences, fight sequences, is that there's not a lot of acting going on. There's fighting, but there's not a lot of acting going on. And what I mean by that is, taking moments to see someone struggle enough and creating a frame to show that. Because you see when Henry Cavill gets jabbed in the throat, that's a moment. It's quick, but that's a moment where it's really affecting him. A lot of Tom Cruise in that scene is struggling when the pipe is going against his arm and he's blocking it with his forearm from the bad guy. That's a moment him struggling, right? And what I think was missing a lot in these fight sequences is that there needed to be moments of pausing, of breathing, breathers essentially. Because what that ends up doing is it creates a tense nature to the fights. Because if it's just going, which by the way, the sound design in this, I'm sorry, is so over the top. Every hit at, like, if you hit somebody's arm, if you hit somebody in the stomach, if you hit somebody in the leg, it's cracking. Like, if I had some celery, I thought about bringing something like that I could show and demonstrate in the mic. It's just crack along with the punch. It's just, are we cracking bones every time a punch gets through? I mean, come on. It's there are no degrees. Everybody that gets hit is experiencing a punch that is like destroying their rib cages and bones. It's too much. So that's what I mean, is it was trying to go over the top, but didn't have the moments that would have made it more effective. Like, say, the pausing in the fights that I just demonstrated. The moments of breathing. Those are relatable, and that is what people do in real life. When they try to recoup, they gather themselves. If they do something really intense, like they're fighting back and forth, just, like even Bruce Lee movies did that. You had moments where he's pausing, and then, and then he's pausing in between that, He gets a hit in with his leg, and then there's a pause. It just, when's he going to take the move? When's he going to take the move again? When's the bad guy going to do the move? That's suspense within a fight. There's really none of that here. It's let's throw as many people as we can at these two guys, and shit goes down. You know? And there's not a lot of creativity going on in the fights as well. So I'm saying there's a lot of repetitiveness. You know, there are a few things here and there with moves, and the thing that most of all makes an impression on me is when you utilize the environment around you.
Yeah.
On set pieces, and probably the ice factory is more creative than everything else, because you have these different elements and props that you can use. There's at one point there's a bad guy that gets frozen because he failed the higher up, and he's in a block of ice like he's Han Solo in what is the substance that's Han Solo's in?
Carbonite. I
referenced this the other day with a friend, and I said bicarbonate, and I was like, I know I'm saying that wrong. But yeah, there's a guy in this movie that is in a block of ice, and when they're fighting, somebody throws a kick or a punch, and just the head portion comes off, which is just okay. There's a demonstration of how unbelievable some of these moments are, where someone's able to take off just the top portion of a block of ice with just one hit. You know.
Well, and I thought it would have been more menacing and more terrifying had we seen the method by which they do it, rather than just seeing the result.
Good point. Yeah.
I get it. You don't have potentially the production budget to be able to demonstrate that, but it would have been a heck of a lot more terrifying, and it would have been like, yeah, these guys are serious.
Yeah, showing this guy get frozen.
Yeah,
he was even yelling before we see the result. He's saying, "I don't want to die. Don't freeze me," or something. So okay, what's going to happen here? Because the movies are already violent to begin with. You see a lot of carnage.
I was really hoping our main character guy, he's bringing his weapons and everything, but I was like, dude, if you are this mystery man or whatnot, I would have preferred to see him, in the way in which you say it. I would have preferred to see him permanently incapacitate the people, rather than continually allowing them to come back at him. Like, make this permanent. That way you won't have to be fighting so much. Why not do that?
Hey, Enigma, what would be a great equalizer?
Yeah.
A firearm. Which he never uses in this.
Yeah.
He's in a fucking police station in the third act, everybody, and he never tries to find a gun.
Yeah. It was it would have been really cool.
They're all over the place. The bad guy with the bow and arrow from John Wick 3, which doesn't he have a bow and arrow in John Wick 3? That's just his thing? Okay. I might be wrong, but I'm recalling that.
He uses a small curved blade.
Okay.
Along with his partner. Yeah.
Well, he does very well with there's an instance in which that's cool. They have some creative aspects of this bad guy with the bow and arrow, in which the bow also is a blade on each end, and he uses it to kill these cops. Mm-hmm. But the point of why I mentioned that is that these cops are all armed. They're just bodies all over the building, and the two good guys don't go after the pistols. They don't go try to find one. And this fight sequence feels like it's going on for 20 minutes.
I really would have loved to see the our main protagonist, make things a lot more permanent, because it would have been a lot more menacing for him. Like, I do mean serious business,
Yeah.
And so, a couple of those on the critiques, but like I said, it's still, very entertaining.
Is that what his bow was?
Yeah.
No, that's the curved blade.
Close combat.
Oh, from okay.
John Wick 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you have a ring on the end to be able to twirl it and be a lot faster with it. But very, very effective. Yeah. And so the guy is talented. He was also in Boy Kills World as our main villain as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was him. Yeah,
he did great in that one too.
Yeah, if people who have seen that, they liked it, they'll like this one, I would say.
Yeah, because Boy Kills World, again, very over the top, very cartoonish, but entertaining, And
it's not my choice of action film. I really do. Yeah, it's just I like action films that are heightened, but they hide that heightenedness behind realism.
One of my favorite spy films of all time, and Deleted would agree, I really think is Ronin with De Niro,
Sure.
Jean Reno. That one, realistic, phenomenal. There's limited fight, but when there is fight and when there is chase, they really put expertise into it. It looked amazing, and so yeah, that one is a really good one.
Yeah. They're missing a few kung fu fights in that movie, though.
Yeah, yeah, it's not kung fu based at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
There
I
needed to
keep
be a
thinking
grand
of
total.
what?
Go ahead. No, I was trying to be funny.
There needed to be something. I heard.
There needed to be more karambit fights in Ronin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the old guy. He was in Day of the Jackal. Why not? All right.
That's what's missing. Robert De Niro doing kung fu. Man, he's got some time left.
Well, do you remember the early 2000s with Jet Li films where Kiss of the Dragon and you get Romeo Must Die, as well as what was the other one with DMX? There's another one. Those were
Something to the Grave.
Yeah, Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, there you go.
When you have these, and I really enjoy those films, but you can very much see that they are on strings, they are on pulleys. And then every movie star that has had nothing to do with martial arts is doing some sort of martial. It's like,
I don't know, man. It may be some of those films, but the ones that I saw, like Unleashed with Jet Li, that's got some really great action sequences.
That has Scott Adkins.
It really does.
Yeah.
So I like the ones where it doesn't go over the top, but there's some help with the tricks of, editing and all that stuff, obviously. But no, I need to believe that these characters will be affected by an action from another character, in a negative or positive way. I need that.
Now that we have spoilers, when one of the guys passes, I was like, I wonder if they're going to let him live miraculously, even though he was taking thing to the chest.
Like, he shoves it into his stomach. He's doing the Japanese suicide way.
Yeah,
he was ready to go because he found out his wife was dead, which I gotta say I found ridiculous that he didn't already know that, dude. Your wife's been gone for like 2 months. Where do you think why would they hold her captive? It's like, come on, dude.
Well, and he said, let's make this quick. And I mean, yeah, he was just antagonizing him at the end. She died slow. No, he didn't.
She died from a arrow to the head. Yeah. We didn't see it happen because it cuts to black at the beginning, but that's where it's going because the camera is moving towards her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was antagonizing.
Well, one possible ending that I had in my mind was I always thought since they were working their way up the food chain through this organization, that eventually the big fight scene was going to be in the mansion.
And then we have a Matrix Reloaded situation going on?
That would have been cool.
Maybe. And that was what my thought is. They were going to work their way up to get into this guy's mansion, and that's where the fight was going to be. Before it turns into basically a remake of Kin at the end, where like I was half honestly, I will say this, I was kind of half expecting James Franco to show up at the end like he did in Kin and just run through that. And that was a terrible fucking movie. But James Franco was the best part of it because he just basically turns into Terminator at the end.
And this is a recent movie?
It was 2000 and maybe 19 maybe Enigma. I think you probably remember that one. 18, 19. It basically. Did you ever see that movie Laser Blast?
No.
Okay. It's basically the same movie. Basically, in Ken, this kid finds basically this alien space gun. and his brother, his adopted brother, is this kind of ne'er-do-well who's mixed in with this gangster played by James Franco. They pull off this heist. It goes wrong. He gets his dad, who's Dennis Quaid, killed. And so basically, the older brother is now on the run because he double crosses James Franco. So he's got to go on the run with the brother who has the alien space gun that he's found in this like abandoned building, and as you do, and they run into Zoe Kravitz along the way. And basically, the whole first hour of this 95-minute movie is basically a bunch of conversations between these three characters, interspersed with James Franco talking about what he's going to do to this guy when he finds him, because his brother has been killed at the beginning of the film. And so you kind of see where this is going. It's boring as shit. And
Ken from 2018,
2018. And basically, they wind up, the kid basically shoots up this bar with the alien space gun.
Mm-hmm.
They wind up getting arrested. James Franco tracks them there, kills all the cops like the guys in this movie do. And it's basically the same sequence. And there's this big fight. And finally, James Franco gets shot with the alien space gun. And then this portal opens and fucking Michael B. Jordan shows up.
This sounds fake. Just so you know, this sounds fake.
This was an actual movie. I was not
this
high.
Sounds made
this
up,
happened. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan shows up. I'm from the future.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to have the gun yet. Give it back to me, please, before you fuck up anything else. So the kid gives him back the space gun, and that's the end of the movie.
Michael B. Jordan did a looper for a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, there's no point. It was almost as if like this production company needed to claim a loss on the IRS taxes or something. It was just like,
kind of like Batgirl.
Yeah. Like, why do we have this? Like, you basically you did the he woke up and it was all a dream type thing. Like, you just destroyed.
I hate those conceits, and I hate those twists. They are such a betrayal. I had conversation with years ago with a creative partner back in Chicago when I was living there, and he and I were brainstorming a story for a script, and he was suggesting that type of ending of, it was all in his head, or it was just a dream. And I said, I am not doing that. No. I will not do that. I will not write that. I will not be a part of that. That is a cheat. It renders the entire story moot and irrelevant. I'm not doing that.
No, not to hurt Deleted's feelings at all. I think Lost Highway does that better, because Lost Highway leaves it open for a lot of interpretation. It leaves it open for what was the point of it, and to his credibility, David Lynch does not divulge anything, and it allows the audience to make the decision on their own, which is really good.
Ambiguity is different.
Yeah.
The other thing is a complete betrayal to the audience. And I will not participate in that, nor will I.
Because
never a story that's going to be good to me that does that.
Yeah, you're trying to pull yourself out of having painted yourself in a corner, and you no longer know how to get out. It's like, nope, I'm sorry. You need to figure that out. And if you can't figure that out, then it's a bad story, So, but yeah, we've gone off on our tangents.
Is my sound synced up okay?
I think you're good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, you guys are fine. I'm the one who's had all the technical issues tonight. So
there's not a delay when I'm talking.
No.
Okay.
No, you're good.
There's a delay when you're drinking, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
It's like you're taking these long drags.
Go into another world.
Long pulls there. You're like, why? Why did I choose to come to this one? Have you seen The Sheep Detectives yet?
No. You guys recommended that one?
Yeah. That one's a really good one. I think it pulls at everything. I think they do it really tastefully based on the premise of Sheep trying to solve a mystery, which is, ridiculous in and of itself. However, I think they do a very healthy and sane job of that. So,
Deleted. Did you recommend that too?
Yeah, I did. It's it's a nice family film, believe it or not. And
The Breadwinner is also a good one. Yeah. I didn't know this. Bargatze, the comedian himself, wrote a lot of it. Of course, you have Mandy Moore, who was made famous with A Walk to Remember. And yeah, they do a really good job with The Breadwinner as well. A couple things are unrealistic, but for the most part, it's a great film. So
yeah, Walk to Remember made Mandy Moore famous to me really, really well.
yeah.
I explain one of my videos is about the 20th anniversary for that movie, and I explain why that movie was significant to me growing up.
It's a good one. It deals with reality. One of the classes that I actually went through, and this is one of the classes that I loved, is we had to discuss films, and the two films, and this might give me away a little bit too much, but we had two films. One of them was Facing the Giants, and then the other one was what is it? What is it? What is that French Revolution film? Les Miserables. There you go. Sorry. So
which one?
The one
out of the 50 that have been made.
Yeah, the version that they requested that we watch was Hugh Jackman's, and so
okay, I like Liam Neeson's.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well, and I think both hold good merit. My students actually just did a Les Mis play, and I'm telling you right now, their singing and their music.
Yeah, they were singing. Okay.
I loved the live version that our school had put on. It was really good. They had some talented singers in it, and so the question though was, which film is honestly portraying life better? And obviously Les Mis was one of the best ones because you deal with reality. There is a lot of reality and consequences and, grit to the world. And so you can't just ignore it and make everything always comes out positive because it's not always true, And so it was a really good class.
Yeah, kind of like this film, The Furious, to go back to them. The movie does end happily.
Yeah.
And aside from the second lead passing away, him dying, getting killed by the bow and arrow wielding bad guy, who's also got his machetes at the end. So there's that.
Yeah, there were some, and yeah, I like the send off that they were doing at the end. Yeah, that daughter definitely deserved to know her father's story after all of that. Can you tell me now? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't explain why there's any kind of familial separation going on between the mom and father.
In the words of Hugh Grant from The Gentleman, no, my friend, what you need is a sequel.
No, we don't. No. No. Don't do a Taken 2, Taken 3 situation. That was more ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
Honest trailers where they did the John Wick thing, and they go, when the original John Wick came out, they were like, you could do an entire screen without cutting away. He's like, what about Taken 3, where he did 13 cuts to get him going over a
So
fence?
bad.
Yeah.
So it's still entertaining. That's what I was telling y'all on the chat. I was like, it's still entertaining.
I like the message that it puts forth. That's the positive that I can say about the film, is that it's upholding traditional family values, in that these two are being protectors, and there are main characters. We got a husband trying to find his wife. We have a father trying to find his daughter, and they will go to the ends of the earth to find them and protect them. So it's weird that it's not as common with American films that we see that. And that's weird.
Yeah.
That should be the other way around. Movies in America should be embracing those themes and those values.
Yeah, we should see it. Like you were saying earlier, yeah, there are two people that have been passed away, and again, you do kind of want to sit there and say, oh, why are you so concerned about him doing that if it's just a clump of cells? You know? And
To reference the moment for audiences that are just tuning in, is the moment where the bad guy accidentally kills his wife who's pregnant, and in my audience, I witnessed they all gasped, a lot of them. And I was close to yelling out, yeah, just so people that they don't realize, who don't realize this, that he killed two people. He killed two people. Yeah. Because I don't think that moment would have had that much of a reaction in the theater had she not been pregnant. I don't think so. No way.
And the other thing,
that's an instinctual reaction that audience had, whether they realize it or not. You know,
it's also, this goes much further beyond. There's no need to bring it up here. But yeah, there's a lot of messages there that go against what's being popularized right now, which is a good thing, because there's still hope, you know.
Yeah, they know, because that's an instinctual reaction for people to react that way. It's ingrained in them. They know.
You got 8:15 there.
Yes, I do. I do have to start wrapping this up, because I do have to get to my next program, which hopefully you will still be able to be redirected to, because, man, I have had a bunch of technical bugaboos tonight behind the scenes. That's why I've been so quiet. All right, so we'll just go one time around the horn. Enigma, what do you have coming up?
We got Miss Rachel, who is coming up with a new month of films. So I'm going to be joining and giving colorful insight into the films that she has recommended that we watch for her. And then, we'll do mystery movies. And I put two films up. One was The Terminator, if you guys are a fan of those. Just The Terminator 1 and 2, though. And Ready or Not, I put that one up as well. I just been a fan of both of those, and I was like, you know what, these songs would work well with them. So yep, that's about it.
Right. Kyle,
I have my review for Obsession that's up right now. Some people hate it for some reason, even though I like the film. So you got to check it out, and you can tell me why they don't like it. Help me out. But you got a lot going on, Enigma, actually, more than I do. I'm editing right now on some Indiana Jones fireside chats. So there's that coming up as well. And just released a short for the Obsession video that's making its rounds as well. By the way, I would give this movie the what is it called again?
The Furious.
The Furious. Thank you. Yeah, I would give it a consider. I wouldn't recommend it. I would give it a consider, which is about halfway in the range of like 5.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not going to be for everybody. I get it. As for myself, entertaining enough, but I knew what I was walking into, and what kind of I knew it was going to be over the top. Like I said, a couple of surprises here and there. Just know what you're walking into, guys, and it's not going to be for everybody. It was advertised to me as Taken meets the Raid. That's what it is. So, yeah. Take that for what it is. I liked it enough to recommend it. But we get so few of these kind of movies anymore that I'm just happy to see it. So.
Oh yeah.
No, but we grew up watching a lot of them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I think the other ones are better than this.
Oh, I'm
I
not
think
saying
it could have been better.
Like,
it could have been better. Even,
sure.
Even with the sound design. If they just tempered that sound design a little bit. Like someone just like tap you on the shoulder and it sounds like you're breaking bones. It's too over the top.
Yeah.
They were like, we're getting funded by this company that has crackles.
Like, where else do they have to go with sound design? They're gonna have to import like, explosions, grenade explosions into punches.
Well, you were talking about Indiana Jones. I love his commitment to the original schmack punches that they have in all his films, which are great.
Those are classic.
Yeah.
Those are reasonable. This is bombastic overload. Sin doesn't recommend it, by the way.
No,
she hated it.
Yeah,
so
I figured. I knew she would.
No, not on my watch. No.
Hey, think of it this way, guys. At least it wasn't the invite. We didn't have to sit through 2 hours of Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, I recall reading that in the private chat that you said leading up to this you were going to walk out of that movie.
I would.
It was that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, I joke around about it, but I'm at a point now where I just told everybody, hey, if you feel like walking out of a movie, do it. I mean, don't feel obligated just because.
Oh, we had one spoon of chocolate. One spoon.
I almost walked out of that. That was god awful.
What was?
1 spoon of chocolate. Yeah,
one spoon of chocolate. Yeah,
you be blessed you missed that. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Or as I call it, 1 scoop of dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's in 2026 make a movie about rednecks driving around in trucks, killing black people. Great. Well done, RZA. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, and Nobody 2 is a fucking masterpiece. All right. All right. Well,
I walked out of Avatar 2, so there's that.
Yeah.
That was the last movie I walked out of. And I wanted a refund and I got it.
Nice.
Where he said, get Jake Sully, and he doesn't have the scar on his face. And I was like, why does this clone even care? But okay. Doesn't matter. Letting it go.
Dude, that movie just, the details are just, they're gone.
I stopped at 1.
If we tried to do a talk like this about an Avatar movie, that'd be hard for me to contribute to.
Avatar. Have you seen Fern Gully? That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
It's Fern Gully. It's like a violent Fern Gully. That's all it is.
James Cameron needs to revitalize his career, take some stock, and realize that he needs to get back to the way he was in the 90s. Yeah. Man.
All right.
Not everything that he makes, even if it makes a lot of money, is good quality.
No, I agree.
No, it's just, and I'm utterly surprised. But as much as it made, Avatar 3, it didn't make as much as the second, correct? I recall it not being as successful.
No, there have been diminishing returns.
Okay. Enigma,
Okay.
you're double checking that?
Yeah, no, it's the third one did better than the second, but neither one of them have done better than the first. And I'm fairly
Yeah.
certain the next two that he's proposing to do are not even gonna get to the thirds. Yeah, my bad. That was me. Sorry.
Mhm.
So
I hope he doesn't continue the franchise. I hope it's over.
I could not get through the second one. It was way too boring. And then the third one I never even went to see because it was just like, not again now. No.
Right.
It's repeating the first one is all you're doing. So
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
Deleted, you ready to call it?
yes, I am. All right. So, on behalf of Sin's Corner and Sin, have a safe trip back home. Thank you for being here, taking the time out.
And you can also say thank you for not killing me.
Well, yes, thank you. But that's a given. That yeah.
That could be a new addition at the end of every stream. He's like, thank you for not
killing me.
Lunging. Yeah.
I do appreciate you. All right. So as for Enigma and Kyle, thank you very much for
thanks for having me.
out.
I'm back.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you to everyone who was with us here and all of the chat. Thank you all for bearing with me through my tech issues. I don't know what happened. I had to kind of reinstate everything in the middle of the show there, but we seem to have gotten through it. I seem to be back on. So, all right. So thank you for bearing with me through the tech issues. All right. And any last words, guys, before we wrap it up?
Cheers, guys.
You guys need catchphrases.
Well, I can no.
No.
For those that don't know, that's Obsession.
Yeah.
Be the new one. Yeah.
Which I would recommend over this movie.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Very
ironically enough, Obsession is a movie that's outdoing Star Wars and in terms of quality, a high budgeted action film.
Yeah.
We're living in a unique time right now.
Indeed. And as I always say, at the end of every broadcast from HQ, in all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
See you guys.
Take care.